Alright, very short video this morning. I'll do some economic stuff. Nick DeMar Mystic made a video asking a simple question: why are they so poor? Reflecting on these poor people in the world and how they got in that mess. What makes the difference? Didn't really even frame the question that broadly, but whatever. And he blamed a lack of private property rights or some other kind of crap. And it's just that crap. The game is basically an exploitation game, and private property is great when it's your property. I mean, when it's about how you live, not about you owning somebody else, owning property you don't work, that you just make money off of, renting. And so if you go back to the simple example of just two guys exchanging services with each other, let's say one of the guys gets sick, and so he has to borrow services from the other guy because he can't pay them back because he can't do work for the other guy. And that's where it all starts, basically. One guy gets into a disadvantageous position, and then he's never going to get out of that, because now he's got to make not only enough money to live, but now he's got to pay that rental fee. And depending on how bad the rental contract was, he could be stuck in it for the rest of his progeny onward can be stuck with that rental agreement. And so it's really that simple. We've built economies that function on this decisive circumstance where it's like a wrestling match. Once you've got this advantage, you're probably going to win. And once you've got the position, and that's the game. And it's a very destructive game, and we see it. I mean, it's so obvious how money makes money a lot faster than labor can make money, and a lot more money than labor can make. And that's a very destructive, silly, stupid circumstance. So all these poor countries got poor because some capitalist went in there, some colonist, and decided to exploit some kind of natural resource or something else. So they gave the population enough food to survive and reproduce and create more workers. And then when they got what they wanted, they bailed out and they left the country with a surplus population and no longer a resource to capitalize on, to make money off of. They didn't build an infrastructure like a tourist resort or something. They just left them with nothing. And so they're always starting from behind. And they don't have any infrastructure or civilization to even make it possible for them to negotiate a fair contract for their labor or for their land or for anything. So that's where it just all goes to hell. But it's this stupid rich man, poor man thing. We need an economy that makes every effort to funnel most people, the substance of everything, into some kind of rational, sustainable, long-term, productive middle, rather than these extremes. And it's just the way it is. I mean, I would argue the poor are assholes for over-reproducing, and the rich are these fucking assholes who think they have a right to own people, and own property, own the earth, and collect rent from its inhabitants. Why? Because one of them got lucky, and got an advantageous position maybe 200 years ago, maybe 500 years ago. And they think they should still be feeding off of that. I mean, it's just fucking outrageous. So, but it's not the private property rights that are the problem. It's exploitation and kicking people while they're down, pretty much, by a bunch of greedy motherfuckers. And yeah, that's all. So, once again, wrong, Nick. At least wrongly stated, poorly stated. The end. Thank you very much.